gymnastics rings. The most perfect, if I had to recommend one fitness thing, don't get all this random crap. Gymnastics rings, the most perfect form of a tool for fitness. There's so many different handholds. You can shift like this, you can shift like this, you can shift like this, you can shift, go overhead, you can go out, you can do push-ups with it, you can go deeper with push-ups to like get that stretch, but then also get that strength. There's just so many different ways to use this stuff. And it's good with core strength because, you're not just on a fixed bar. You're monitoring both arms.
Yeah.
If you've never done a pull-up on rings versus pull-up on bars, it's like not even the same thing.
It's a different thing. I prefer doing it with rings than bar.
It feels more natural.
Yeah.
For some reason, even though it's not more natural, because if you're climbing a tree, it's all stationary. So it's confusing.
Right.
But yeah, just the tensing of. I've done exercises methodically with both, with standard stuff and with gymnastics rings, and you get 100% more strength and bang for your buck when you're doing the gymnastics rings. And I really think it's because of the balance of everything. If you're doing push-ups on gymnastics rings, the balance of that, you can go deeper with them.
Yeah.
The balance factor, you're using so many different little tiny muscles that you wouldn't use before for balance. And, a lot of people online talk about building muscle. Like, it's like building muscle. I think it's like for aesthetics or whatnot. But if I tweeted, I would tweet this. That strength and athletic ability is greater than building muscle.
Yeah.
Like it's like a byproduct.
Right.
Your goal isn't I want to be ripped. I want to build muscle. It's like the goal is I want to be useful.
Right.
Like
I want to see a hard thing and know that I can do it.
Yeah, I saw a guy, and I actually retweeted this. I don't retweet stuff, but I retweeted this. It was a huge like bodybuilder guy who was swinging an axe and trying to chop some wood. Like had muscle, like huge muscle. Trying to chop a piece of wood for firewood and like couldn't do it very effectively at all. And so I retweeted and said like, this is what this guy is doing wrong. And it's not about the muscle. It's about the technique of this. It's the athleticism.
Yeah.
This the mind body connection. This guy doesn't have it. Yeah. I didn't say that, but like, that's what I meant. And it's just that mentality of, build muscle, but it's not useful. I can't do anything. I can't even swing a hammer. I can't swing an axe. I can't do anything.
Right. That stuff naturally.
I just get ripped at the gym doing bicep curls. It's like, it's totally pointless.
Well, that's why, have I mentioned that on here or not? Maybe we were just talking about it. But I had been doing that book that the workout, the convict conditioning you got me for Christmas. I've been doing the workouts there. But I've shifted now. I'm not really doing that anymore. Now that the playground is done, I literally just go down and do the monkey bars and just make sure to do it at least once a day. Just to like let my body know like, hey, this is a thing that I might ask of you once per day.
Yeah.
And I can already tell it's making me stronger. And I don't know if it's because I feel stronger or it's like I just feel more confident doing it. But either way, it feels good.
Yeah.
And
then you can slowly shift into, personally for me, it's like I want to be able to have like ridiculous grip strength because I've done enough physical manual labor in my life to know the exercises that are important for real life.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I've seen that really comes close to that, going back to the gymnastics rings, is the gymnastics rings. Because when you're holding those, when you're swinging a hammer, you're swinging in different angles. You're swinging, and you really feel that in your arm, and you're holding it in different positions. With the gymnastics rings, you're gripping that in all different ways.
Right.
And I think that's why it feels more natural. It's not so natural to climb like a tree. Like we don't do that very often, even back in the day.
Yeah.
But you're holding a tool. You're gripping it in a different way.
Yeah.
And you're equalizing it by doing it with your left hand as well with the gymnastics ring. That's what I think, and
I buy that.
I don't have any problems. I could work all day, and not get sore and be able to do it the next day. And I really attribute that to And a lot of people think that, is this recommend? Yeah, I would recommend this too. Even if you have a physical manual labor kind of job, I would say in like carpentry or something like that, there is like a lot of people will say, oh, well, that's me working out. It's like, not really. It's not. Like, you need to do something else to supplement the imbalances that you're getting from doing the same repetitive motions over and over and over and over and over again. Or from what I've seen from people that I know, you start to get hurt. You start to feel that you can't do what you could do. And it's because there's just a certain, human beings are like, we're not rigid beings. We are like pieces of paper, where if you hold this, we're like books. If you have a book and you hold a book, it's perfectly flat. But if you have a book and you like just stupidly set it like this on something for a long time, and it's a soft cover book, when you pull it away, it's going to hold that shape. It won't ever go back. You're going to have to sit on it and bend it the other way for a couple days, and then it might go back to normal. But that's like people. Like, if you do the same thing every single day, hunched over on your phone, you literally start to take the shape of how you stand, how you sit all day at the computer. You take that shape, you stand up. Oh, I have scoliosis. I have this. I have that. Yeah, it's because you trained yourself. But just like a piece of paper, you can bend it back the other direction, and then you can get straight again. So that's what I'm saying with, like, you be aware of what you're doing in everyday life. Just think about the shape that you are taking every day, and that is your shape. If you do pull-ups, it makes you go straight, stand up straight. Different knee exercises and stuff like that. You're training yourself. Doing the supplemental stuff is you're training yourself to take on another shape. You spend all your life doing this. Train yourself to bend back like that, so you can be maybe here. You know what I mean? Instead of here when you're 70. You see these poor old people at the grocery store, and they're just like literally hunched over like this, and it's like, man, like what happened? Was it an injury, or was it just maybe they have a manual labor job forever, where that was the position they held themselves in for that long? So you never know, but gymnastics rings will solve your problems.
I wonder if my gymnastics rings that I have in the garage, if I could put them out on the playground, if they're
we need to build something
outdoor ones.
It needs to be higher. Like I'm telling you, we need to. When you put those things on the.
Oh, I bought stuff for them last night, by the way.
For what?
To put the rings up. Oh, you're talking about the
rock climbing thing.
Okay, sorry.
Wait, what'd you buy for the?
I got little like square plate things, and then just like it's very heavy duty carabiners, so I can just clip the rings
to the bridge. On the bridge, under the bridge. Oh, okay.
And they're small, so they won't, like, from up here you won't be able to see, and I'll be able to unclip them, so it won't be an eyesore.
Oh, that's easy enough.
Because the
the
carabiners we were gonna need. If I put them on the monkey bars, were going to be like 7-inch carabiners, and they were very expensive. It was cheaper just to get mounts, so I just did that instead. And that way they'll actually be secure. They won't be like swinging. On the monkey bars. Nobody else cares about. I don't know. Is this in the episode? Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. But what I was saying is down there, when it's done in my mind is after we build like an adult like gym like pull-up bar where that's really high, so that you can actually wrap the straps on and have the rings on the strap, so it's hanging like 3 feet would be good, because then it is like you're moving around a lot more. It's not so rigid because it's not like right up close next to the bar, so you can't really move. That would just be cool.